is no magical shortcut or no instant fix for learning new concepts. You have everything all set and done ready for learning. There are two tips that I'll teach you which are so effective. Let me just briefly summarize it for you and remind you about how you can improve your solving skills significantly all by yourself. And let's get into today's video, which is on homogeneous differential equations from differential equations of first order and first degree. So here is a problem related to homogeneous differential equation, that is, solve the differential equations dy by dx is equal to x square plus xy by x square plus y square. As this is a homogeneous differential equation, so here is a substitution that I'll put y is equal to vx. So in place of y, I am going to write vx. So if I differentiate on both sides, this will be dy by dx is equal to, for x, I am taking 1 and I am leaving x here. For v, this is dv by dx. So I'll consider this as equation 1 and these two as equation 2. Now I am going to substitute. See here, I am substitute y value and dy by value in equation 1. Substitute the values of 2 in equation 1. So what is equation 1 here? So in place of dy by dx, I am going to write as v plus. So this value will be v plus x into, this is dv by dx value is equal to, so x square I am leaving as it is and x also I am leaving as it is. In place of y, I am going to write as v into x. See, clear? Divided by, so this x square I am writing as it is, and in place of y I am going to substitute, this is vx. So this value is vx whole square. So this value will be v plus x into dv by dx value is equal to, this is x square plus v times of, this is x square by, this value is x square plus this is v square into x square. So this value is going to become, this is v plus x into this value is dv by dx. So which is equal to x square into this value is 1 plus v, and this is again, as I take x square common, this will be 1 plus v square. So if I cancel these two and see what happens here, and again I am going to send this plus v to other side. So here I have taken x square common and cancelled, and next time I am shifting this v to other side, and therefore x into dv by dx value is equal to, this is 1 plus v by, this is 1 plus v square minus v. And see here, this is going to become x into dv by dx value is equal to, so if I take 1 plus v square LCM, so this will be 1 plus v minus v times of, this is 1 plus v square. So this is going to become x into, this is dv by dx value is equal to, this is 1 plus v, this value is minus v, and this is minus v cube by, this is 1 plus v square. So if I cancel these two and send, and this will be, so this value is going to become x into dv by dx. So this is x into dv by dx value is equal to 1 minus v cube by, this is 1 plus v square. So this value is 1 plus v square. And see now what happens here. Now variables and separables. Now I am shifting this v to one side and x to one side. If I shift to other side, this will be 1 plus v square by, this is 1 minus v cube into dv value is equal to, this value is dx by x. And after variables and separables, now I am going to integrate on both sides. So if I integrate on both sides, see what happens here in the denominator. This is of the form a cube minus b cube. So what will be the formula of a cube minus b cube? So a cube minus b cube value will be, so here remember, a cube minus b cube value will be, this is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So if I substitute in the same as, this will be 1 plus v square into dv value will be, so this is a and this is b. So this will be a minus b. So this is going to become 1 minus v times of a square. So what is a here? This is 1 square plus a into b, that is 1 into v, plus b square. The value here is v square, which is equal to, this value is dx by x. Dx by x. And see, now I am using the partial fractions to resolve this one. So I am using the partial fractions. So I am writing this as, see here, this is a by 1 minus v into dv, and next one, this one can be written as this is bv plus c by this is 1 plus v square into this value is dx by x. And now see, this is going to become, see, this is 1 plus v square by this is 1 minus v into this is 1 plus v square value, which is equal to this is a by 1 minus v plus this value is bv plus c by this is 1 plus v square. And therefore if I take LCM and cancel, this will become 1 plus v square into this is 1 minus v into this is 1 plus v plus this value is v square, which is equal to this is 1 minus v into this is 1 plus v square. So if I shift like this is a times of this is 1 plus v square, and this value is bv plus c into this is 1 minus v. This is 1 minus v. Now I am going to cancel these two and again equate the numerators. So this will be 1 plus v square value is equal to a times of this is 1 plus v square plus this value is bv plus c into this is 1 minus v. So this is the equation which you have to keep in mind, and for the values of a, b and c I am going to use this. So in this equation, see here, if I put v is equal to 1, so if I put v is equal to 1, the whole thing will become 0 and we'll be getting the value of a. So if I put v is equal to 1, this will be 1 plus 1 is equal to a times of this is 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this is 2 is equal to this value is 3a. So a value is equal to this value is 2 by 3. So I got the value of a as 2 by 3. Clear? And next one, if I put which substitution? So there is no substitution here. I am equating v square quotients. So here, if I equate v square quotients, so here are the quotients here. The v square quotient here is 1. And here if I multiply, this will be a. And here if I multiply like this will be minus b. And clear? So if I put 2 by 3 here, so this is 2 by 3 minus b. So b value is equal to, if I send like this will be 2 by 3 minus 1. So b value is equal to 2 by 3 and b value is minus 1 by 3. So this is our b value. Clear? So now after equating the v terms here, so v quotients here. So if I equate v quotients here, see what happens. So here there are no v quotients here, I am putting 0. And see the next thing here is, so this will be v, and see this will be minus b. So this is v square. So if you multiply like this, so this is plus b, and if you multiply like this will be minus c. And therefore a value is equal to this is 2 by 3, b value is minus 1 by 3 minus c. So 0 is equal to this is 1 by 3 minus c, and c value is equal to 1 by 3. So I got the three values, a as 2 by 3, b as minus 1 by 3 and c as 1 by 3. So after getting all the three values, I am going to substitute here a as 2 by 3. As you know, I got a value as 2 by 3, b value as minus 1 by 3, c value as plus 1 by 3. Clear? And now I am going to replace in this equation. So as this is equation, so some a consider. So if I substitute in this equation, see what happens. So a as 2 by 3, b as minus 1 by 3 and c as 1 by 3. So this equation is going to become, so what is this equation? So this is a by 1 minus v into dv plus this value is bv plus c by this is 1 plus v square into dv, and next one this is dx by x. So this is dv. And see here, what is a here? So a value is nothing but 2 by 3 by 1 minus v into dv. And next one, see here, what is b value? Minus 1 by 3v, and this is plus 1 by 3, and this value is 1 plus v square into dv, which is equal to the value here is dx by x. And see, this is going to become 2 by 3 times of dv by this is 1 minus v. And see, if you take which one you can take common. So if you take 1 by 3 common, this will be 1 minus v 1 minus v by, this is 1 plus v square into dv, which is equal to, this is dx by x. And see, now see here, so this value is equal to 2 by 3 integral dv by 1 minus v. So this is going to become 1 by 3 times of, this is 1 minus v. I am adding 1 plus 1 and minus 1 and see what happens here. So this is in order, if I keep, this is v square plus v plus 1 and this is again dx by x. Clear? And now see here, this is going to become 2 by 3 dv by 1 minus v plus 1 by 3 times of, see here, this is minus v minus 1 to 1 times and this is 1 plus 1. So I am writing it as 2 by, this value is v square plus v plus 1 into dv, which is equal to, this is dx by x. And see, I'm splitting this as 2 by 3 times of, this is dv by 1 minus v, and if I take minus common from these two, this will be minus 1 by 3 and this will be v plus 1 by, this value is v square plus 1 plus 1 dv, and the next one here, if I take this as common, this will be 2 by 3 times of, this is dv by, this value is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to, this is dx by x. Clear? This value is dx by x. Now I am going to start integrating. So here for 1 this is 0 and for v this is dv. So there is no minus here. So in order to balance, I am keeping minus 1 by 3. This value is log of 1 minus v. So this one is settled. And the next one for this 1 by 3 times of, now I am going to multiply with 2. If I multiply with 2 and see, in the numerator also, for balancing I am multiplying with 2 and see, this is going to become 2 times of, this is v plus 1 by, so this value is v square plus this value is v plus 1 into dv, and this is again 2 by 3 times of, this value is dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. And now see here, this is 2 by 3 times of log 1 minus v is the answer. This is minus 1 by 6 integral. This value is 2v plus 2 into, this value is v square plus v plus 1 into dv, and this value is 2 by 3 times of, this is dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. Clear? Now the derivative of v square is 2v and the derivative of v is 1 into dv. So I need 1 here. So I am splitting 1 plus 1. So this is minus 2 by 3 log of 1 minus v minus 1 by 6 times of, I am writing as 2v plus 1 and plus 1 I am leaving as it is. This is v square plus v plus 1 into dv plus this value is 2 by 3 times of, this value is dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1 into, this is dx by x. Clear? And now see here, and 1 by this one I am splitting. So this is going to become 2 by 3 times of log, this is 1 minus v, this is 1 by 6 times of, this is 2v plus 1 into dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, and this is minus 1 by 6 plus 2 by 3. See here, this is this value is going to become, this is minus 1 by 6 plus 2 by 3 into, if I take common, then this will become, this is going to become dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to, this is dx by x. And now see here, this one is also settled as, for v square the derivative is 2v into dv, for v this is 1 into dv, and therefore we can write it as, so this is minus 2 by 3 log of, this is 1 minus v, this is minus 1 by 6 times of, this is log of, this is v square plus v plus 1, and now this one. So if I take 6 as LCM, then see, if I take 6 as LCM, this is minus 1 plus 2 2s of 4, and this value is going to become dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. which is equal to dx by x. And now I have to solve this one. So in order to solve this one, this is also so simple. This is 2 by 3 times of log 1 minus v, and this is minus 1 by 6 of log. This is v square plus v plus 1, and this is 3 by 6 times of this value is dv by, this is v square plus v plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. So now I can cancel these two for half times. So this is going to become 2 by 3 times of log 1 minus v minus 1 by 6 log of, this is v square plus v plus 1, plus this value is 1 by 2 times of, this can be written as, see here, this value is a square plus 2 into a into b, and what is b here? Half. And therefore I am adding half, I am adding b square, and again I am subtracting b square, and this value is plus 1. So this value is plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. Clear? And see, I am adding b square as half square, and this is minus half square, and this is going to become minus 2 by 3 times of, this is log 1 minus v minus 1 by 6 times of, this is log, this is v square plus v plus 1. So this is half times of, this is dv by a square plus 2ab plus b square can be written as 1 by 2 whole square, and this is minus 1 by 4 plus 1, which is equal to dx by x. And see, this is minus 2 by 3 log of, this is 1 minus v minus 1 by 6, this is v square plus v plus 1. So this is half times of, this can be written as dv by, this is v plus half whole square, and this can be written as 4 minus 1 3. So this can be written as 3 by 4 into, this value is dx by x. So this value is dx by x. And see, this is again minus 2 by 3 log 1 minus v minus 1 by 6 log of, this is v square plus v plus 1, plus half times of, this value is 1 by x square plus a square. So this value is 1 by a times of, a can be written as root 3 by 2. 1 by a tan inverse of x by a, this is x by a. What is a value here? Root 3 by 2 into, so this is going to become log x plus this value is log c. So this formula I am writing, this formula is writing, since 1 by 1 plus x square plus a square dx is equal to 1 by a. This value is tan inverse of x by a. So this is the formula applied here, and therefore if I cancel this 2 here and here, and see, this is going to become, and again I am going to substitute in place of v as y by x, put y by x, as I have taken y value as vx, so v value is going to become y by x, and this is our final answer. And therefore if I substitute in place of v as y by x, this is minus 2 by 3 times of log 1 minus this value is y by x minus 1 by 6 of log, this is y squared by x square plus y by x plus 1, and this is 1 by root 3 times of, this is tan inverse of, this is y by x plus half by, this value is root 3 by 2, which is equal to log xc. If I simplify this one, this will be 2 by 3 log, this value is x minus y by x. Clear? This is 1 by 6 times of, if I take x square LCM, this will be y square plus xy plus x square, and this value is 1 by root 3 times of, this value is tan inverse of. So if I cancel this 2, this will be 2y plus x by, this value is root 3x, which is equal to, this value is log x into c. And finally this is our answer, and this is also so simple. In the textbook also the same answer is there. And therefore, if you really like this video, please follow this video for one more time if you don't connect, and please make simple steps in order to get a correct solution. Thank you so much for watching, and I have explained you each and every problem. If there are so minor mistakes also, don't consider. And this is the process, and this is the procedure. As there is no duster, I can't erase it, and I can't uh, redirect this video for one more time. And please understand, and this will be the final answer. Thank you so much for watching and staying till the end.